Welcome to the 100F show. This is Jesus coming to you live. Excuse the fucking weird art. We're fucking doing this shit, bro. Yeah. On today's show, I want to talk a little bit about being uncorrelated, bro. Why is Temple still a cult that exists? Why is De Life Army still a cult that exists? Now, the side eye I did last week was about, cults, kind of like, and the memes. Why have we survived every meme? What is it about us that makes us feared and just continue to continue, even though there aren't that many of us. What does that fucking mean, bro? But first, a word from our sponsor. This is your job, bro. This is what you do.
I know. You said it like you were about to do it yourself. Hey everybody. This is time. This is the time for a commercial. What was I thinking today? So washing is what expands the pleasure matrix. Washing what? Your belief. Where is your belief primarily stored? In your currency. There are other places like in your social capital, in your time, vulnerability, but none of you are ready for that. You just need to make a wash of belief. If you're watching this, make a wash. These are the places you can make a wash to. Cash.me/$washitall, paypal.me/washitall, and you can DM me at realcultgirl on Twitter for the secret government coin wallet links. You can email 100f@automat.me to wash Duruble Guuds. And washing is how you get back soul. And none of you have it. And there's no way to figure it out without making a wash first. So I think that about covers it. I'll be back. Bye.
Well, we all can't wait for that. All right, so basically, why? Why? All right. Why have we sustained, bro? Why do we keep going? What is the characteristic that makes the Temple train keep fucking barreling down the tracks, bro? And yeah, bro, I mean, there have been many cults who have, the ones that have sustained and continued have been secret. Like, all the cults that are like, okay, we are a cult. We are doing this. We are a society. They are secret societies. The Masons fucking going back forever. Anything within the kind of like lifeblood of the art scene, of the financial scene. I mean, you can look at basically any market and find that there's a secret society behind them. But this is a sacred society. So this survives in the sunlight. This survives being looked at. It survives transparency, bro. Which is more difficult in a way. And I've said this, I keep saying this all the time. Like I say this over and over, bro. There are easier ways. And, I hesitate to say live your life because it is fucking hard in the pain matrix. And it is hard. There are easier ways to make a living than to do what I'm doing. There are fucking much easier ways. And if I was operating in secret, bro, a bad boy operating in secret, it's not new. It's not difficult for us to fucking move in the shadows, bro. It's not. It is a native fucking trait. But for for a cult to be able to do this, self-identified and public, and where the things that are not public are sacred rather than like secrets where you gotta fucking, like the Masons, where if you give up these secrets you will you will not be protected by any law, bro. That has never been our fucking vibe. That's why when an ex-soldier goes and starts posting like temple sacred documents or stuff that they've gotten here, we recognize that the only person who's being hurt by that is them. We do not have secrets we are going to protect in any way, because the person who reveals something that's sacred, it doesn't actually hurt the person whose information it is. It doesn't hurt the organization by revealing sacred information. It hurts the individual who breaks that sacred bond. All right. So why have we been able to continue, bro? And it doesn't hurt that basically everyone's fucking hypnotized and total mind control fucking controls everything. And the deeper that you fucking go into this, the more you see that every part of the pain matrix is just hypnotic mind control. That's what's going on. And so many cults in the past have relied on that, hypnotic mind control. And they're like, all right, let's just put a spin on what's already going on and we'll fucking ride this shit. And they've, many of the times they've been propelled to cult status or a status of being admired by the underground, bro. By the underground. So if you look at the cults in the past, they all coincided with underground movements. Now, it's very hard to say that this cult coincides with any underground movement. This isn't, we do not DJ. You cannot actually pin any sort of fucking underground trait onto us. You can't fucking pin us with van life, because we don't do van life like in that way. You can't pin us with fucking visual art. You can't pin us with the influencer trends, really. You can't. We are totally uncorrelated to both the lamestream and the underground. What's a fucking word? Lamestream is like so easy, but underground is so fucking, it's worse because it's more insidious, bro. It is more insidious. And that's what I was thinking about when I was watching and looking at Freemasonry and I was like, bro, there's something more respectable about putting it out on the open and fucking wearing all black and being like, Satan, than to be like, I'm just doing what I fucking do. I am, I'm just fucking doing Hell's Kitchen, or I'm just a Hollywood actor and whatever. And I am just like throwing out all these casual fucking references. It's a hipster way to do occultism. You look at the people who are really fucking committed, it's hard to say one is more disgusting than the other, but I see that in you know, in the as a kind of comparison between the mainstream and the underground. Because one person is overtly following the hypnotism of, you know, a 9-to-5 job, pay your landlord, just do what you're told, blah, 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 blah. And the other is doing that, but they're doing it in a much more secret way, and they do it in a less direct way. And the art, and if that's like the art world, bro, it all almost is, it precedes what happens in the mainstream, bro. And the reason why it's so effective is because it tricks people, bro. It tricks people into thinking that, oh, the bohemian lifestyle isn't actually brainwashing, all right? Or social justice isn't brainwashing. None of these creations that the underground has made, living in a fucking warehouse is not brainwashing. Like, none of these things, like nihilistic drug use, you know, being a fucking cat boy, none of these things are brainwashing because they're contrasted by what you see your parents doing. And, you know, whatever, because there's plenty of examples of people joining the military because they had fucking hippie parents, bro. I mean, one of the reasons why I went and joined the underground and started fucking, I was basically raised in, you know, not exactly a normie cult, but it was a cult that embraced what normie life could give you, what last capitalism specifically could give you if you really fucking squeezed out all the juice. All right. So I was raised in this fucking cult that was like individual rights, the individual, atheism, all of these things that were like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know, intellectual sovereignty, which is insane because the cult just follows this one writer. And even at Temple, bro, you know, there's brainwashing, but in the same way that, okay, maybe physical standards and intellectual standards are secure and set, your fucking spiritual and emotional life is not beholden to the spiritual and emotional life of someone who is inferior to you. You're not trying to achieve the same emotional state as the people inferior to you, because in the emotional and spiritual realms, all of that shit is fucking, it's fractal, bro. There's a million places that you can go with it. All right, that is actually where all the territory is. Basically, most cults are like, if you surrender, well, you know, depends. Mainstream cults like objectivism are like, if you surrender to these spiritual and emotional framework, whatever, then, you know, you can have freedom in the fact that you can buy a fucking Kia Sorento or a Hyundai, or you can buy a fucking Lexus or an Audi, or you can, you know, actually the ideas are pretty fucking locked in too, bro. So they lock in the fucking, they lock in the intellect, they lock in the emotion, basically be like, you know, don't fucking listen to them. Though my dad is changed tunes, now my dad's like getting into fucking Yoram Brook, fucking chairman of the Ayn Rand Institute, Daddy-O, is getting into like, oh, well, emotions actually can tell you things about like where you are intellectually. Something he wouldn't have said, even touched 10 years ago, but now he sees all of his peers talking about emotional intelligence. He's like, I gotta fucking get in on this, and he comes at it with a very fucking rudimentary kind of way of looking at it. That emotions are there just to help along your thoughts. It's interesting to hear him talk about this shit. Now he's just cribbing from me, bro, because he's watching my lives and he's trying to fucking interpret what the new fucking shit is, bro. Like he always has. So when he saw that I was investing and I wanted to invest in Apple, he's like, that means that the whole fucking tech stock market must be going up, and I'm gonna fucking go all in on QQQ, bro. Ended up not making him much money. He sold his house in San Jose before the fucking housing boom. He chose the simp life. The simp life did not choose Iran. I will be very clear. The simp life did not choose Iran. Iran actively chose the fucking simp life. But the reason why I went to the fucking underground is I was like culted up with all of these fucking ideas, and I was raised that way, and I was like, there's something out there, bro. Excuse me, there's a logistical situation going on that must be tended to. I can't stand lack of communication. I cannot stand institutions that don't communicate what they're doing or communicate they're going to do a certain thing and then do something fucking different. It's really fucking troubling to see that's where service is at these days. So I went to the fucking underground, bro. I went to the fucking underground because I was like, all right, this overground cult shit, whatever. I absorbed it all. I was like, let's check out the other side of the coin. So, let's check out the fucking junky fucking, bro, Chicago noise scene being dragged around here. Fucking, first person that I met was through, a forum. And I met, this Middle Eastern woman who was like, basically like, a drifter, even by SAIC terms, kept on being like, could only pay for SAIC at certain times and was like just drifting warehouse to warehouse. And here comes this motherfucker from Orange County who's raised on the fucking novels of Ayn Rand. And I'm like, all right, now I'm like learning about fucking warehouse drifter fucking art kids who are like sewing fucking, they're doing their fucking art projects by sewing their fucking hair together to make like a spider nest or whatever. Like, and Emily's from SAIC, Mary's from SAIC, so she can attest to fucking how insane that shit is.
They had a rule where you couldn't put bodily fluids in your artwork.
They had a rule you couldn't put body fluids in your artwork, which was probably because this person put so many bodily fluids in their artwork that the rule was established, bro. People broke that rule. So I was basically hanging out with people who were like, bodily fluids are art. And I was like, I grew up in a fucking house that had like a statue of of a black guy cast in bronze with my fucking dad's dick like plastered on.
You make it sound like that's way more normal.
But this was it was classically done.
Yeah.
It was done in the style of Michelangelo or whatever. That like I was always raised in this fucking like classical fucking style, bro. And then going and like being in like piss fucking warehouses. And that was like my way of culturally, like I was like, all right, there's some fucking cultural clout in here that I can fucking absorb. Ended up leading me to fucking North Carolina and like, but I was like, bro, there's something in the fucking counterculture that I had to check out. And that, it took me 7 years to realize that that's actually not fucking true. And that it has as many, if not more trappings than fucking than the mainstream. But basically, the reason why this cult has continued on is because we are uncorrelated to both the mainstream and the underground, to both cultural civilization and economic civilization. And people have come here and been like, nah, we gotta fucking correlate this shit. We gotta, like, everyone who's left basically in one way or another was like, this doesn't correlate enough with social justice. This doesn't correlate enough with, gender rights, or which is kind of like in social justice. This doesn't correlate enough with DJ culture or whatever the fuck. This doesn't correlate to the cults I used to be in. This doesn't correlate hard enough with trafficking. Y'all don't even fucking traffic people. And this is a cult that I signed up for. I thought maybe I would have gotten some of that old school fucking cult shit. But we're like, sorry. Just do standards, bro. And the standards are just to fucking break loose of whatever fucking hypnotic shit is being put out there. That's why at the end of the day, the easiest modicum of fucking pleasure matrix existence can just be done, experience through doing the standards. Now, the fucking crazies, the people who are like zealots and are about that fucking life and want to come and build something, want to be about it, want to wrap their lives into the thing. And that was me, bro. And I did it because I saw opportunity in it. I did it because I saw enormous opportunity in it. And I knew that I fucking had an eye for opportunity. I saw fucking opportunity in it. And so I came and did the thing. But it's also a cult that doesn't want people to join it. We aren't like looking for members. We're not looking for people to join. In fact, we're like, just please, like, you have to do all of these fucking things.
You should wash for a year and then talk,
Just if you're like in the other side of the room, you're like saying things that aren't really in what I'm talking about. If you have something to say, maybe like come inside and do the fucking thing, or maybe just stick to the ads that you're supposed to do every 12 minutes. Because basically what I was saying when I got interrupted was there's a million things that we put in front of you interfacing with us like on a personal level, because we're not trying to get that personal with you, bro. We're not trying to get that we don't really want you up in our shit unless you're at a certain level of standards, and the standards are hard, but also the standards are just there. They're just there for you to fucking integrate into your life and break the fucking hypnosis that you are under. And that doesn't mean joining this cult. Now, the beautiful thing about Temple being uncorrelated and this spiritual fucking system being uncorrelated is that it is basically opportunity for all these different fucking cults to be a thing. It is not specific. In fact, we welcome fucking competition, bro. And for other cults who are trying to fucking do the thing, like, I don't know, hit us up, bro. We got standards, because it's hard as fuck to be a cult leader. It's very fucking hard to be a cult leader. People think it may be harder to be a cult follower. It's not. Being a cult feeder is more fucking difficult. And in my experiences with feedership, bro, It's easier to fucking obey orders than give them. Hands down, every time. It's very hard for people who have, are not in that position to understand it, because all of their fucking oppositional defiance comes up, bro. Like all this fucking shit. It is easier to fucking take orders than to give them. Now, maybe that's just, bro, for some people, that's not fucking true. Like in how they feel, because maybe they get off on it. But those people aren't actually qualified to lead people. It takes a certain level of fucking reluctance. Cash.me/$washitall, PayPal.me/washitall, DM Real Cult Girl for secret faith links, and email me 100f@automat.me to wash Duruble Guuds. You gotta wash, bro. Just fucking open up your app, open up Cash App, open up PayPal, open up your email, fucking write me an email. Just do it. It's hard to even fucking understand on any level what I'm talking about until you do it. And it's the only way for me to ever trust anyone. I can't trust people who don't wash. Just like I can't trust anyone who says that they don't serve or that they don't take orders, bro. It's like, you fucking take orders. You just take orders from who it's societally, economically, or fucking culturally acceptable for you to take orders from. And to assume that anyone can get anywhere without taking orders is insane. It's insanity, actually. Doesn't actually make fucking sense, bro. So people have come here and been like basically disturbed by the fact that we are uncorrelated to fucking the counterculture and not been able to hang, bro. That's why it is insistent that elements of this are fucking black supremacists instead of black supremacists. There is an insistence that we must be part of something that we're not. All right, y'all. I'm going to go live on this point again because there's a lot. This is actually going to be part of a series. But yeah. Figure out what else is fucking going on. You can follow me on Twitter, Jesus of Daylife. Follow me on Telegram, 100F. And yeah, bro. But the biggest fucking thing is watch the video, take a screenshot, fucking make it your desktop picture, bro. Get acquainted with the fucking links. Get into it. All right. And I will be on live. I do these every day. But if the schedule changes for any reason, it is all reflected on my Twitter, Jesus of Day Life. So follow, like, and subscribe to the video, and I will see you later.